Hello everybody, my name is Hellkaiser and welcome back to Mass Effect. So in the last episode we picked up Dr. T'Soni, we talked to her a little bit about her past, and that's about it. And we talked to Kaidan. So now we're going to go ahead and talk to the people down on the lower deck, and maybe see if we have any money enough to pick up something else. We got a little bit more cash, maybe we can pick up a better weapon or some better armor. Okay, let's...
Looking for supplies?
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
Okay. So yeah, we can get some stuff. Standard issue rifle for the Alliance Navy. Okay. It doesn't even do as much damage as mine, yet it costs that much money? Good lord. None of these weapons are as good as my weapons. Yeah, not a single one. Okay, the only one that's the same as that Hurricane, but that's what I already have. That armor is weaker than mine, but has a little bit higher shields. Okay, that's the only thing worth buying right now, and I can't even afford it, and it's only slightly better, but it's got a lot better shields. So that's kind of sucky. Okay, so we got 3 teammates to talk to down here. So in total, yeah, in the first game you get 6 teammates in total. And throughout the game, 2 of them can die. So you really get like 4 teammates. I always felt like that was kind of low for the first game.
Commander.
Especially when you think about how in the second game, you know, you have Garrus, Grunt, Miranda, Jack, William, I think was that guy's name? I can't remember. Thane, the Asari woman, I can't remember her name off the top of my head, and Legion and Tali. So you get like 8, 9 characters, so you get like 4 more, 5 more than you do in the original game.
Why did you want to be a C-Sec officer in the first place?
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Like what?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I guess my father had something to do with it too. He was C-Sec, one of the best. I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
Oh, see, yeah, he officially resigned. I already have gone over this a bunch, but why is Shepard still in Alliance?
That's tough. But you'd think he'd be impressed you're going after Saren.
My father's a C-Sec man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says.
I respect
I'm
that.
too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren. He actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
No kidding.
You were asked to be a Spectre.
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate, me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it. He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability. He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
Too bad.
Not all Spectres are like Saren, you know.
Of course not. But Saren's not going to play by our rules. C-Sec's rules.
That's not what I meant.
If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
Exactly. Now, see, this is the thing, though, about Mass Effect. In all BioWare games that have always bugged me. In Andromeda, it was the worst. So, see, normally you think if you say not true, you're going to say, yeah, that's not true. You know, you're going to need somebody who has, you know, restrictions, because that's the right way to take him down. But sometimes she might say, well, you know, that's not true. We don't really need anybody to take him down. You know, sometimes the dialogue options are way off from what you'd expect there to be. So, you know, I know that it would be difficult maybe to program this, but as a player of this game, one of the things I would have loved to have seen is to be able to hold down the trigger or the thumbstick on the dialogue option for like 5 seconds, and then it prints out exactly on the screen what the dialogue option is going to say, and then like up for Paragon and down for Renegade and stuff like that. I would have loved that. That would have been a very nice feature.
You're a quick learner, Garrus. We'll beat him at his own game. It's the only way to stop someone like him.
I'm right behind you, Commander.
And see, like, you'd think picking that option would give me Renegade, because I'm saying I don't think I need accountability, but it doesn't do anything.
Commander?
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Not sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about her and her mom not talking. They're family, right?
Well, not all family gets along.
I think she's being straight with us. Or at least I don't think she lies very often.
Yeah, she's probably really bad at it. Hey, want me to ask her about her sex life? Might be illuminating.
I think you'd break her.
I don't think she's used to teasing, good-natured or otherwise.
No fun, Commander. Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years. That's impressive.
Okay, anything else?
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
Sure. I was hoping to get a minute of your time off the record.
I keep an open-door policy. If you have any concerns, lay them on me.
All right. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned about the aliens, Vicarian and Rex.
Hey, don't mess with
What
Vicarian,
do you
man.
expect, Commander?
Or
Should they have
chick
full
in this
access
case.
to the ship?
Because they're right. Okay, I don't care about the other aliens other than Liara and Garrus, but you mess with Garrus, I'll fight you. No matter how you see him, as the best friend character, the romance character, he's the best bit of Mass Effect. I wish that more video game writers would write characters like Garrus. I think you could do a whole side project game just on Garrus, and everybody would play it because he was that popular of a character. I still remember the line from the end of the game. I played Male Shepherd the first time in Mass Effect 3, and you're all preparing for the end battle, and he's talking about heaven. He says, I don't know if human heaven is the same as Turian heaven, but if it is, I'll be waiting for you at the bar. I like the idea that he's that loyal even to the end, you know. And then in Mass Effect 2, there's like, you go to a planet that has an illness for Turians, and he says, I'll still go in there with you. I don't care about a little cough. Send me in, you know. And I think that's a cool character. He's that loyal, go through hell and high water with you. And it honestly feels like, people say Liara is the canon romance. I would probably agree that because Garrus is more the best friend. But they're my two favorite characters simply because they are with you through fire and flames, and you know that especially Garrus is down for anything. I feel like when Mass Effect 4, or whatever they're going to call it, 5, I'm going to call it Mass Effect 4 because Mass Effect Andromeda is not titled Mass Effect 4 Andromeda, it's Mass Effect Andromeda. So I'm going to say Mass Effect 4 whenever it comes out. I hope that he's like chilling on a beach or something, and Shepard just rolls up and says, we got another adventure. And he just puts down his beer and says, yep, I'm ready. I'd love that. No words needed.
You don't trust their motives because they're not human.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
She is out of line, but I don't want to fight with her.
That's enough, Chief. You always second-guess your superiors?
Ma'am, no ma'am. I'm sorry, I was out of line. I'll get back to my duties, Commander.
Yeah, that is... I mean, just because they're aliens, at this point we all have a peace. And the thing is, there's not really ever a reason, it looks like, for there to ever be another war between these races. They all seem pretty peaceful, for the most part. The Krogans are the most aggressive race of them. I don't see why she's so worried about all of it.
So, we've got Saren on the run.
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good. He's rotten. To the core. I could tell as soon as I met him.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would have if I thought it was important.
Fair enough.
I think I'd like to hear about it just the same.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the Terminus systems. They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. A couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out.
Smart man.
Didn't even wait to get paid.
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week. Every damn one.
I see.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Yeah, I've learned not to mention the genophage and all that. Okay, talk to Tali and then we're done. Oh wait, okay, so yeah, there's 3 down here, 2 up there. Yeah, so you can maneuver through the ship now really quickly, much quicker than you could before, and just talk to all of your crew in less than 30 minutes.
Hello, Shepard.
You sound down.
Okay?
I don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me, especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place. The Normandy runs so smooth it feels like we're not even moving, and the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
The silence wakes you up?
I know the feeling.
Back on the flotilla, the last thing you want to hear is silence. It means an engine's died or an air filter shut down. I guess you don't have to worry about that here. But old habits die hard. But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
Maybe that's the point.
Sounds like the pilgrimage isn't just about finding resources for the fleet. Maybe it's about teaching you to appreciate your people and culture.
You're probably right. We Quarians spend our whole lives traveling, but really we never leave home. The pilgrimage has given me a whole new perspective on our culture. You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them, but maybe they just wanted a different life.
Well, I mean, I respect that.
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually, but we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
You know, I know a lot of people really like the Tali romance, but I never understood why people would be attracted to someone who they know is not planning to stay with them, if that makes any sense. I'm one of those people. I guess you'd say I'm more of a one woman type of guy, you know? I don't believe in short-term relationships. You know, if I know a relationship is short-term, especially, it's not going to be a very appealing idea to me. Although one thing I do like is it always gave her a reason to be away from Shepard in the next part of the story. One of the things I hated, and especially when it came to Mass Effect 3, I'm just going to talk for a minute. Say you were in a relationship with Garrus. I know not from the first game, but say hypothetically, or Ashley, or Liara, Kaidan, any of these characters. You would think, I don't know, that you would have a scene at the beginning of each game of them talking familiar if you had that save file, or waking up in bed, you know, starting the day together, or, you know, eating lunch together, something just to acknowledge, yeah, your choice mattered. Or especially in Mass Effect 2, I get it, because everything's just hell in a handbasket, ships breaking, you don't have time for that. But when it came to Mass Effect 3, I get Shepard turned herself into the Alliance, but it never made no sense, especially like when you look at stuff like characters like Jack and all these others that you could romance. So you mean to tell me you're in a relationship with these people, and especially in Jack's case, you know, she like really broke down her walls to be with Shepard, and he's not even going to, from the way it sounded when you watched the videos of that, it sounds like he didn't even bother to tell her that he's going to go turn himself in. And so it makes a real bad disconnect, like Garrus is off doing whatever, or Liara is back off doing whatever, and you don't think that your choices mattered. You know what I mean? Like, you would think that it'd be nice to at least have a voicemail or a picture on your desk or something of the characters. I always felt like that's something that Mass Effect really struggled with, was in terms of, you know, the idea of a trilogy that takes your choices from all 3 games and runs with them is a phenomenal sounding idea. Because it really makes you invested across each game, and I hope Mass Effect 4... And, you know, I feel like the reason they bothered even re-releasing the last 3 Mass Effect games was simply because Mass Effect 4 is coming out within the next couple of years, and you can transfer your save file. That's the only reason I think they bothered remastering this trilogy. But I hope that they're a little bit more ingrained with your choices. For example, if you're in romance with a character, have there be more scenes of them together, you know? Or, like, maybe get a stat bonus for having them in your party. You know, something like that, you know? Make it seem more special to be with somebody. And have the choices from the previous games matter a lot, you know? Have them be brought up a lot. And, you know, if they do more than just 4 and go on to Mass Effect 5... you know, continue that trend, you know, because one of the things I didn't like is it seems like a lot of the things you do don't seem to be that important in the long run, if that makes any sense. Okay, before we move on to the next ship, we'll talk to Joker. Okay, I guess we got some experience for all that.
I prefer gold to silver, you know, for my medal. I figured you'd recommend me for one since I, pulled your boots out of the fire.
If we present you with a medal, you'll end up sitting on stage listening to politicians make speeches for a couple of hours.
That's a good point. They'd probably make me shave, too. I spent the last 7 weeks working on this baby. No medal's worth that. So, Commander, why don't you tell me why you're really here?
Want to talk?
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet.
I respect
Top of my
that.
class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
I'm sorry, Joker. I didn't even know you were sick.
You mean you didn't know? Oh, crap. Okay, I've got Vrolik syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic. But I've learned to manage my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you know, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
Okay. I always liked that about Joker. You know, it made him more human. You know, it gave him a reason to never really be expanded upon outside the ship, because he is just a part of the ship. He cares about the ship. That's all he's really good at. You know what I mean? I don't mean to make it sound like he's not an interesting character, but it makes him an interesting character because of his problems, is what I'm saying.
Why does everyone call you Joker?
Other than the fact he thinks he's
It's
a
a
clown.
lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
Yeah, right.
I was just thinking how much you remind me of Santa Claus.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
Why didn't you ever smile?
Hey, I worked my ass off in flight school, Commander. The world's not gonna hand you anything if you go around grinning like an idiot. By the end of the year, I was the best pilot in the academy. Even better than the instructors, and everybody knew it.
I agree
They
with
all got
that.
their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at graduation?
I respect that, I really do. I was one of those people, like I've said before, I was a lone wolf, and I still am in a lot of ways. Talking to people was never really that appealing to me, because I guess I was morbid. I've always been an incurable pessimist. You tell me, what do you see in this glass, I'm always going to say half full. You know, that type of person. And I started thinking, well, okay, I'm in 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade, whatever. And I thought, well, you know, there's a good chance these kids are going to move off, or go to different high schools, or go to different colleges. And I even had a teacher back when I was in 6th grade, 7th grade, something like that. One of my favorites. And she's my history teacher, and she agreed with me. And said, you know, you're right. You know, you don't really seem to have a lot of permanent relationships until college, and then I had another teacher tell me that a couple of years later. And so, I mean, I might have been a little bit more of a lone wolf in those days, and I still am, but I just never saw the point in talking to people. Like I said, I've always been a long-term type person. Maybe just because, you know, I was an only child or whatever. I like to think if I'm going to invest my time in somebody, they're going to be there for me. And I'm going to be there for, you know, I don't like a relationship that's one way or just sort of just, I'm not one of those people, I don't want to talk to somebody just to talk.
I need to know more about this Rolex syndrome if I'm putting my ship in your hands.
Yeah, of course you do. It's an extremely rare
What?
to classify. 100 years ago,
Oh.
I wouldn't have survived past my first year.
I didn't mean to skip all that. I thought he
Modern
was...
medical science has turned me into a productive member of society.
I didn't mean to skip all that. I thought I just said the wrong thing. Okay, let's
I have
just...
to go.
Let's just go. I'm
Alright,
sorry
see
about
ya.
skipping that, but oh well. He's got brittle bone disease. I know what brittle bone disease is. I don't think it takes that much effort to know. Okay, so we talked to everybody and we've wasted about 20 minutes of our time. So on to the next area. We can go to Pharos or Noverna. Okay, those are main missions. Okay, I can go back to the Citadel. Go to the Hydra system in the Argos Rio cluster. Okay, am I already there? I think. Okay. Okay, how do I find that other cluster? Argos Rio, there we go. Hydra. Man, that's loud.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Commander Shepard, my name is Nasana Dantius. I have a job for you. I can't say any more in an unsecured communication. If you're interested in hearing my offer, meet me on the Citadel so we can talk in person. I'll be waiting in the Diplomat's Lounge on the Presidium.
Okay. Right now, though, I gotta go to wherever. I wish I could pull up the map. Okay, survey. Nothing here. Nothing here.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
General distress call from the Sacred Angel Medical Transport. Critical system failure. Losing power. Emergency landing. Argos. Communications failing. Life support and emergency transponder. Won't last. Please hurry.
Help's on the way. Let's rock and roll. Okay. There we go. Got my favorites. I'm sorry if that bugs anybody. I might occasionally switch up team members, but I mean, I got my favorites. So why would I ever switch? Okay, first things first. Quad. Man, she's got 30 points. And Garrus has got 4. Advanced assassination. Now he can equip medium armor. Sweet. Okay, for her, put a point in all of her abilities. Reduces charge time of biotics. Put like 3 points in that. Okay. Warp, what's that do? Inflicts damage over time, so go ahead and put some points into Warp. Throw. Unlock lift for unlock singularity. First aid. Go ahead and put plenty of points in that. You see, she can actually do a lot with this. There we go. Advanced throw. There. Equipment. I've got all the best equipment I can already have. What exactly does she specialize in terms of weapons? I forgot. She doesn't specialize in any weapons. So for Liara, let's just give her the best pistol I can. She's already got the best pistol I can give her. Okay. Medium armor. Go ahead, put Garrison some better armor. Okay, in terms of Liara can use the same armor as humans. Which was actually a good idea in my personal opinion. It made it so that it didn't make it more difficult. Okay, she actually could use one for physics threshold. Yeah, there we go. Shock absorbers. And then in terms of pistols... Okay. Radioactive rounds for her. And then stuff like this doesn't actually do anything, I don't think, for them. Okay, level 2 hazard. So what does that mean? That means we gotta wear helmets. The Turian helmets look so cool. Okay, there we go. So eventually my hazard thing will continue to go up. Okay, man, the frame rate died for a second there. It's holding about 130 now. I think that's the thing that bugged people about this more than anything on the PC port, is there's no way to like lock the frame rate to 60. There's no way, unless you use Rivatuna, there's no way to do a lot of things like triple buffering and how much you want certain graphics. And I think that really seemed to bug a lot of people.
I do not see any survivors.
Careful. I've got a bad feeling about this.
So do I.
On my way.
Survey. There we go. Rare element. Man, I hate driving this thing. I can't wait for us to get to Mass Effect 2, simply so I don't have to keep driving this awful car.
Yeah, it's a trap.
Yep, we're surrounded. Rock and roll. Okay. Crap, I missed. Frame rate's dying. Gotcha. Got him. Okay, let's check her out. Okay. Hazard level's going up already, so there's nothing else here. Man, we got a lot of new weapons, or new items, I should say. Chemical rounds 3, but that's what we already have equipped. In terms of the biotic thing, I don't have nothing to give her. Is this me? Yeah. Armor plating 2, armor plating 3. Hallelujah, baby. What have I given him? Armor plating 2. 50% more shields. That actually might not be a bad thing to give to Liara. No, she's already got the shock absorbers. Okay, so journal. Okay. Missing survey team. Okay, I'm not there yet. Where am I? Okay. Distress call. From down ship, unfortunately you're... Okay, so that's the end of this mission. Beam me up, Scotty. Crap, I just wasted 15 Omni Gel because I'm trying to get off the level. Pick me up. There we go. It wasn't working when I was hitting X. Okay, so now the Hades cluster. Might as well just do some side quests. I'm sorry if that bugs anybody, but you know what? Gotta do what I gotta do. Now that I know especially that they're wanting to do a lot more with the choices you made in the other games, that means I really gotta be smart when it comes to this. Doing all these side quests. Okay, I don't remember where he said it was in the quest. That's another thing that should have been fixed. I can read the quest that's in the area. Man, that is loud. Okay, let's just take a look around. Are you serious? That bugs me so much when I accidentally do that. Okay. Maybe it's that place that I can land there. Survey. Survey. Something about a matriarch. Okay, any other planets? Rare element. Okay, so this is the only one we can actually land on, isn't it? So I'm going to assume this is where I need to go. Okay, add to squad, accept. Rock and roll. Back in this awful moving car again. You know, you'd think in the future we'd have much better cars. Probably because this thing's a freaking electric. Okay. Turian insignias. Okay, so I just need to find these writings, essentially. Missing Marines. Missing survey team. Okay, maybe they're here then. Is there a map? Okay, so that's us. Research base. Anomaly. Okay, we'll head over here to this anomaly first. Okay, frame rate's a little choppy through here. Sorry if these side quests bother anybody. I've made it quite clear though that I had to get to them eventually. And all this helps, and now that we have our full team, getting as much experience and stuff like that is a really good idea. Okay, am I still going in the right direction here? Yes. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a good day. Mine's been pretty good so far. Just hung around the house with my mom. Had a little bit of cake, and they're around playing Mario Kart. I used to think that game wasn't that great. Oh crap, not another one of these Thresher mod things. Okay, man, the frame rate is not liking this. I hate how this thing can just predict where I'm aiming. Okay, repair. Oh crap! Of course. Of course, it would come right back up where it just went down. Okay. Round 2. One thing I gotta admit is at least the frickin' Nomad from Mass Effect Andromeda was a better car than this Mako is. Yeah, Mass Effect Andromeda gets a lot of crap, and I'm gonna admit right now, I think it's all deserved. First off, the fact that they're going back to Mass Effect's original series, I think is a sign that they think that game was a failure, which in some ways saddens me, because, you know, yes, it had its problems, but you could iron a lot of that out with the sequel. But first off, the relationships I don't think were as good. Phoebe was like a Indiana Jones, she's like the final version of Liara. Like if Liara was as tough in the end as she was in the beginning. Vetra is at least like Garrus, but a female form. Oh man, we took a lot of damage there. We'll talk more later. Hey, I dodged his attack that time. Sweet. Repair quickly. Stay on the move. I don't think you could move before, so that's a nice little touch they added. How does it know where I'm going so well? Turn around. Come on, survive. Yes, got the bastard. It's not dead yet. It's not dead yet. There we go. Come on, die. Gotcha. Sweet. Okay. For me, I'm almost going to get another chunk in Renegade, so I should be able to get more Intimidate soon, but for now, 3 points so I can get Advanced Unity, and then go ahead and put a point in my sniper rifle, I guess. Well, hang on. Soldier. Or Liara. Max out that throw. For Garrus. Advanced shield boost. Unlock dampening. Sweet. Okay. Investigate whatever this thing is. Ancient debris. Turian insignia recovered. There's no sign of any survivors. The pod is empty except for a tattered flag. Okay. Go ahead and drop a save. Okay, so we are here. Turian wreckage. And that's it. So we can go to this debris and this anomaly. We'll go there, I guess, before we go to the research base. So, where do we need to go? Just straight line. Stuff like this is the most boring part of Mass Effect for me, which, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Mass Effect. I personally, like I said, think that the first one, in some ways, is the best, simply because it's the start of it. And it feels more like a proper RPG, you know what I mean? Like, for example, you know, there's a lot to do with, like, your skills and stuff like that. Less so, in my opinion, in Mass Effect 2 and 3. And the characters you have mean a lot. Like, you want to have, like, a level feel, like biotics and tech and strength. But honestly, tech is more important than biotic and stuff like that. Yeah, still going the right way. Back to talking about the new Mass Effect whenever it comes out. Speculation, I guess is what you'd call this. Some things I'd like to see, get rid of the Renegade Paragon system. I think it was boring and outdated. Just let me say what I want to say without having to worry about a meter filling up. You know what I mean? Because in real life, you don't worry about, oh, if I want to get the good ending, I've got to worry about this meter. Or the bad meter, you know, which isn't the case in Mass Effect, but you get what I'm saying. I feel like it's a bad old concept, for one thing. And then, you know, like I said already at the start of the level, make your relationships and stuff seem more like actual relationships. You know, make it seem more like whatever I'm doing is impactful to not just my character, but other characters, you know? You know, have Shepard be more involved, or her partner be more involved, or his partner, in the decision making, you know, have them do a little bit more talking or give their opinion more and say, look, I'm completely against this, and then say, but if it's what you want to do or something, you know, just give their opinions more, make it seem like, okay, what they normally wouldn't bother saying or doing, they're going to say or do. Okay, we took a little damage there. Oh. Poor bastards. Okay, salvage. Electronic skill too low. Are you serious? Okay. To this anomaly. And then to the actual Turian research station, or whatever it is. Let's hope it's not another Thresher Maw, because I can't heal up. Come on. Come on, this thing's got 6 wheels. It should be able to make it up here. 6 really big wheels. Monster truck wheels. Almost like tank treads. Let me guess, my electronic skill will be a little too low. Deactivate. This transmitter is transmitting tight beam signals to the geosynchronous orbit. This disrupts the survey team's GPS satellites, causing them to crash nearby. I guess that's a good thing that we fixed it then. See, I love cars that can go up at 90-degree angles, but unfortunately this thing is not one. Come on. You would think we'd have at least a very sophisticated differential in the future. Probably because this thing's freaking electric. In case you're wondering, no, I don't like electric cars. Here in America, there's talks that within the next 20 years we're going to try to get rid of petrol cars. And I personally don't support that idea. Let me put it this way. As of right now, I don't think I could, without great issue, go from New York City to California, you know, on the highways, you know, without having to pull off anything but an official highway exit and go less than 5 miles, you know, just the local gas station like thing to get there. And until we're able to say I can actually legitimately travel from coast to coast without having to turn off the highway and go, you know, Google searching 15-20 miles for, you know, an electric car charging station, then I'm not ever going to be interested in them. I don't, you know, think it's a great idea. You know, gasoline-powered cars have been the norm for almost over 100 years, and they've got us home every time. Electric cars have a lot of... They're newer technology. You can't trust them, you know? Just because it looks flashy or it's got a quiet engine doesn't mean it's going to be safe.
This place looks abandoned. Heading out.
Yeah, we gotta check it and make sure. Computer console.
According to these data logs, the survey team unearthed some kind of alien technology.
Perhaps we will find more answers at the excavation site.
There we go. Okay. Any new pistols or anything? Nope. Nope. Okay, for her. Better pistol for her. For him. Better sniper rifle. There we go. So Garrus got some good gear out of that. And she got a better pistol, I think, didn't she? Okay. Metagel. Okay, phasic rounds. And by the way, just for the record, I've been watching a lot of information. Did I ever go to this back one? I want to make sure. You know, a lot of people were talking about the censorship in Mass Effect 2. Yeah, I went in there. Because I've mentioned this already, but a lot of people complain, myself included, because I'm against censorship, about a scene in Mass Effect 2 where Miranda's butt is shown in what the developers said inappropriately. Well, I've actually seen the scene now. I saw a YouTube comparison shot. And I do admit, it is a kind of an odd angle. I don't know why they bothered picking it. Because she's talking about her sister, and it's supposed to be like a... I wouldn't call it a deep moment, but it's a characterization moment. And in the middle of this characterization moment, bam, you see a big butt right in front of the screen all of a sudden. During that dialogue, it doesn't really make a lot of sense other than just, yeah, somebody who did the camera was getting their rocks off. So in my personal opinion, you know, I don't believe in any form of censorship, but yeah, it just seems like somebody just realized that looks stupid. You know what I mean? Because there is a difference between, like, oh, I'm going to make sure this character can't dress this way because some, you know, feminist group says that's sexualizing women. And then saying, well, look, I'm going to just fix this because it does look pretty stupid. You know what I mean? Okay, up we go. How much do you want to bet something's going to shoot at me while I'm in here?
Hostile contact.
Yep. Yeah. Wait for him. Yeah, she's actually got the toxic rounds. Don't fire. Do you see the whites of their eyes? Okay. Coming on like a hurricane. Shield boost. Crap. Garrus, somebody. Throw him. Okay. Unity.
Good as new.
Okay. Warp. Garrus. Sabotage. Oh crap. This is not going good for us, brother. Overkill. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Yippee-ki-yay. It's always down to me being the last man standing. Hail to the queen, baby.
Clear.
Okay, get off your butts. It's time to go. Oh, that's... Sorry, honey. Okay, this is a containment cell. Or, no, that's just that thing on the screen. Did I get anything out of that? Okay, so when you play this game on hardcore, once there's a lot of enemies on screen, they can overwhelm you because your teammate's AI is not the best in the world. Okay, what does that say? Lock crate, easy decryption. Okay, new equipment. Better pistol. Okay. So, other than that, we're all good here. So what is this thing? Other than an extremely bright light, I can't see nothing. Okay, what was that? Reaper 3. Not as good of a sniper rifle. Is it better than the one Garrus has? Nope. Okay. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Okay, where's that singularity? Burn these sons of bitches. Unity. Liara. Do some work here, honey. Did Garrus go down again, or did my Unity not work? Crap. Watch him, watch him. All of her skills are down. This shotgun is not that powerful. Crap. The accounts for all the exogeny survey systems, they were converted to cybernetic husks. That accounts for all the exogeny survey. They were converted to cybernetic husks by devices similar to those used by the Geth on Eden Prime, and so they became buried on a frontier world so far from the Geth is a mystery. So that's it. I'm guessing we saved the day, but Garrus is still not on his feet. Oh, now he's up. That's one thing I don't like about this game. Like I said, the combat is at least somewhat different. Oh, so they were on just like the Husk. Is at least like somewhat different than a normal, what you call, third-person shooter. But it is boring. But Mass Effect 2 and 3 just kind of just were the most generic third-person shooters, you know what I mean? It took away from like this really cool world just saying, yeah, the combat. Mass Effect Andromeda had the best combat. And I've heard some people complain, well, that's not what Mass Effect was about. Well, no, but it does help. My decryption skill is too low, of course. And none of us leveled up there, so I can't increase it. That's one thing I just never understood about, you know, this game series, is why would people say, well, the combat's not important. When you do a lot of shooting, unless there was a mode that can like completely remove all the shooting mechanics, then it's going to be considered a RPG third-person shooter. You know, you can't take it away. Okay. Any better equipment? Nope, 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 nope. Nope, nothing. Okay, so there's nothing else here. So we completed the quest. And fought off a bunch of Husks. Unfortunately, we're almost at the end of our time. By the time we get back onto our ship and then see where we're going to go for the next episode, that's going to be it. That's time. I'm sorry if that's not what you guys were expecting this episode, but we got 2 big side quests down. And we did some surveying, so I'm pretty happy with that overall. It could have been far, far worse, in my opinion. Like I said, these side quests are important. Whether I want them to be or not, you know, they are going to... I don't think necessarily stuff like this is going to affect the overall tone of Mass Effect 2 and 3, but, you know, I might as well do everything I can. Okay, return to the Normandy. Okay. Journal. I don't care about stuff like this. Okay, I need to meet with this person on the Citadel, and I need to meet that other guy on the Citadel. Do I have any other things? No. So I'm going to go back to the Citadel. In case you're wondering, there's no point in talking to the squad mates. They don't really seem to say nothing about these like little side quests. That doesn't seem to have much importance to them. Crap. Can it stop doing that? If you have a button to exit the map, why would the zoom out if you zoom out too far? Which doesn't even say that. Kick you out of the bloody game, you know what I mean? That's kind of annoying. Man, that is loud. Okay, time to land this ship. Okay, I guess time to leave. Okay, time to go. Exit the Normandy, take Dr. T'Soni, And Garrus with us.
Equalizing interior pressure
Of course.
with exterior atmosphere.
Just another way of masking the
The
loading
commanding
screen.
officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Okay, is this the guy we're supposed to talk to?
Rear Admiral Mihailovic, 5th Fleet.
Commander Shepard, SSV Normandy.
You don't know who I am, do you, Commander? I command the 63rd Scout Flotilla. You and the Normandy were slated for my unit after shakedown. Then the Council got their paws, claws, tentacles, whatever. They got them on our ship and you.
Okay, well, too bad for you.
I still serve the Alliance, sir. As a Spectre, I can advance our interests to the Council.
I don't understand that, though.
You still know what color your blood is, Shepard? I don't begrudge the politician's decision to throw you to the Council. It's an opportunity. I do begrudge this over-designed piece of tin, though.
This ship has saved our lives a dozen times over.
An exaggeration. I've read your reports. This experiment diverted billions from our appropriations bills. For the same price, we could have had a heavy cruiser. But no, we had to make nice to the Turians, throw money at a co-developed boondoggle. I'm here to make an inspection, Commander. Normandy is an Alliance warship. I intend to see she's up to snuff.
How about I put a bullet in your kneecap?
Normandy is an Alliance warship, but she's on loan to the Citadel. That means she's not in your chain of command.
I don't like this guy.
I believe there's something wrong with my ears. Did you just contradict me?
Damn right I
The ship
did.
is Council property right now. So respectfully, please clear the gangway.
Have it your way, Commander. But expect me to file a report on this.
Oh, stick it up your ass. I hate people who try to talk to me that way. I'm not gonna let people get on my ship after insulting my crew
later today,
and my
Wong
ship.
investigates corruption on the Citadel and uncovers a full-blown crime syndicate.
Yeah, see, I didn't bother skipping the elevator here. Look how fast that is now. It's a lot quicker than it used
Commander
to be.
Shepard?
Oh, this is gonna be great. Let's see if I can still punch out the reporters. If they took that out, we'll know how much they censored.
Westerland News. Would you answer a few questions for our viewers?
And
What sort of questions?
People back home have heard a lot of wild stories about you, Commander. I can give you the chance to set the record straight. What do you say?
I say get stuffed. Oh,
What do you want to know?
I'll be polite for
You've
now.
been given a unique position to represent our race. People want to get a sense of how you'll do that. Humans have been trying to get the respect of the galactic community for 26 years. With that in mind, what are your feelings on being the first human Spectre?
It's overdue.
We all know it should have happened years ago. I hope the Council realizes that we won't sit at the kids' table forever.
Some believe that without firm action on our part, the Council will continue to treat us like poor relations. Have you encountered any situations where the Citadel asked you to place its needs before the needs of Earth?
I think they know not to ask me to work against my own people.
I think our viewers will be glad to hear that, Commander. You've been given command of an advanced human warship for your missions. Is there anything you'd like to say about it?
Okay. Now here's... I wouldn't normally say this, but is there any...
The Normandy is a triumph of human engineering.
I don't want to say it, especially with,
like our
with Garrus
development
there.
of fighter carriers, it shows other races that were able to think outside the box.
That's gratifying.
But of course he
Many
won't say
defeatist
nothing.
officers claim that the Alliance can't compete with the naval power of, say, the Turians. Do you think it was appropriate to hand Earth's most advanced warship over to the Citadel?
I command
Miss
the Normandy.
Al-Jelani, I wear the Alliance uniform, and if you think anyone other than me says where the Normandy can go, you're sadly mistaken.
No offense intended, Commander. I'm sure you have to follow the orders of your superiors. Of course, now your superiors are aliens.
Okay, I'm gonna get punched here in a minute.
One last question, Commander. Rumors back home say you're tracking a rogue Spectre named Saren. Do you have any comment on that?
I can't confirm or deny that.
I've had enough of your snide insinuations.
Please let me punch her. Yes! Okay, nobody can say they censored that. That's my favorite thing to do. Ah, shove it up your ass.
I'll make sure everyone in the Alliance sees that. Your career is over.
I'm a Spectre. What can you do? I love doing that. That's my favorite thing. I hate reporters. No offense if you are a reporter and you watch. Most of you, though, aren't really that appealing. Let's just be honest about it. Okay, we'll fast travel to the Presidium. Okay, Citadel Tower. Well, she said Presidium. Where exactly is the... I'm going to say Embassy, and then I'll just save and end it there. So yeah, I heard a lot of rumors. People said that you could no longer punch out the reporter. Now, I don't know if they meant like if you was playing as a male Shepard, and I can't confirm that because I'm playing female Shepard, but you can still punch him as female Shepard, which is a lot of fun for me. Okay. Yeah, there is a quest, right? Well, no, that's just the thing. Anyway, hope you guys are enjoying this episode, in this series. I think it's like episode 7 at this point. I feel like we got a lot of good work done. We got all of our team members. We've done a lot of, well, like 2-3 side quests at this point, and we're 7 hours into the game, you know? Realistically speaking, Mass Effect's about like, what, a 20-hour, 25-hour game? So we still got a while to go, but we're getting there. Hope you guys are enjoying. Thank you so much for all of your support, and I hope you have a great rest of your evening.